Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry from Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Jackson on the
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rivers now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down carry for Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off play action, Tannehill. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Hurry. Hurry. Motion, check.
On first down, it's Henry. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Henry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
On the carry.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Good for a 10.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Derrick Henry.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Titans 10, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Colts nothing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a Colts.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whipping on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Colts.
gun. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw again. Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Rivers pass.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run here with Mack. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and long for Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is pass, no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
3 now. Hey, check. 3 now. 31's the mic. Woo! Hey. 31's the mic. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return comes to a halt right at the... ...44-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right. Defense, let's go. 31's the mic. I'm coming after you. Shit. Block.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Look. Coming this way. Here we go. Here.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 17.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Here we are. Check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Deep. Let's go.
Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
17 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
19. 19.
Brissett's going to keep it on the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A good pickup there, a 22.
Indianapolis.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Brissett now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll throw again. Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tannehill now to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rakisin. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And finding Pruitt. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy that.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 20, Colts 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hines. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. But they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one. That hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And the busy night for Henry continues. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Mike, 53, Mike.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Tannehill. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
At the 1-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Titans 27, Colts 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets them behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 at the 34.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Hines. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the Colts first down.
19. Okay. 19. Okay. Hey, kill. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, kill.
Brissett on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Tonight's final score, Titans 34, Colts 6.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job